Hi everyone, welcome to another episode in Have You Heard? And I have been inspired by the last video I did, the Joni Mitchell video, which featured Neil Young on harmonica, which got me round to thinking, why haven't I done any Neil Young songs on the channel? I really don't know why, but that's been rectified now as he grabs his album. And here we go. We are going to be listening to When You Dance, I Can Really Love from After the Gold Rush. I love this album. I don't play it nearly often enough. And I don't know why. I've just been skimming through some of the songs just now, and I really have enjoyed it so much. So I'm looking forward to this video. Yeah, this was the album that Neil released just after Deja Vu, was recorded after Deja Vu, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young album. And of course, well, for me, it was this whole time from about late 1969 through to about the middle of 1971, where I was just completely enamored by David Crosby, Stephen Stills, Graham Nash, and Neil Young. And I kind of got into all of their albums, both solo and as a collective. And it's absolutely fascinating because all four of them are so completely different. And they created this super world famous supergroup. But individually, their albums and their music really are quite unique and kind of um, portray their personalities, I guess, which are all very different. And I guess which caused all the combustible energy of that particular group. But anyway, we're talking about Neil Young here. And of course, being so into this particular group and all of the members, I would then search further afield and dig back earlier. And I really then got into Buffalo Springfield. And of course, Stephen Stills and Neil Young were the prime movers and shakers of Buffalo Springfield, I guess. But I haven't done any Neil Young on the channel. What can I say? I haven't done any David Crosby. I haven't done any Graham Nash. The only um, Stephen Stills song I've done is Go Back Home, which really featured Stephen and Eric Clapton from Stephen's first album. So these things are all going to be rectified in the coming days, weeks, and months. And I hope that there are enough of our subscribers out there that would like to listen to these wonderful musicians who were, of course, really important at that time in musical history. They were at the forefront of the messages that rock music was trying to get out to governments around the world. It was fascinating times, and I was 17, 18, 19 years of age and very, very easily influenced by these guys. Uh, the thing that I loved most, of course, though, was the music. So we're going to listen to When You Dance, I Can Really Love, which is a really up-tempo song, one of the up-tempo songs on the album, and which harkens back, I believe, to his previous solo album and Cinnamon Girl, which is an absolute all-time classic, but of course has been featured on YouTube loads and loads of times. This has hardly been featured at all, which kind of helped me choose it. Plus the fact it's just such a brilliant song. Let's put the trusty headphones on and let's have a listen to it. It's just under 4 minutes of high energy, brilliant guitar playing, and some marvelous piano playing from Jack Nitzsche as well. But here we are. When You Dance, I Can Really Love by Neil Young. Wow. Neil Young's guitar playing is absolutely crazy. No wonder he's the godfather of grunge. Um, and when you listen to things like Cinnamon Girl and you listen to this, uh, it's so exciting and really, really very technical. Uh, and I mean, I'm no guitar player, but I was watching a YouTube video, somebody doing a lesson on how to play this particular piece. Oh, my goodness me, it's not easy. But there's some beautiful chords in there and really unusual stuff that takes you by surprise. This was Crazy Horse with Neil. So it was Neil on guitar, Billy Talbot on bass, and Ralph Molina on drums. And it was the last time they played with guitarist Danny Whitten. Of course, very sadly, Danny was already very ill, um, and he was trying to clean up from his drug problems. And he came and joined the three of them to do vocals on this particular song. He didn't play guitar, um, but it was the last recording that Crazy Horse ever did. Neil and Crazy Horse ever did with Danny Whitten. Very, very sad. And they had Jack Nitzsche in on piano. Now, Jack would do quite a bit of producing with Neil, wouldn't he, over the years? Didn't he produce Harvest? I might be wrong there. But he didn't play much because Neil always thought that two guitars, bass and drums was the best thing for Crazy Horse as opposed to having a piano in. But on this track, it so works. Brilliant piano. And Neil says in interviews that he was really pushing Jack here and Jack was going wild. Really like it. Um, and yeah, the album is, it's Neil Young, but on the back cover he talks about this is Neil Young and Crazy Horse and Jack Nitzsche, Steve Stills, and Niels Lofgren. Now, the Niels Lofgren thing is really interesting because I think he was 18 here, and he'd got his own band, hadn't he, called Grin. Um, and Neil saw him and said, "Come in and help me record this album." And of course, he was a hotshot guitarist. And Neil said, "No, I don't want you to play guitar, I just want you to play piano." And I remember hearing an interview on the BBC a few years ago where with Niels Lofgren, and Niels was saying, "I couldn't believe my ears. I'd never played piano in my life, and he wanted me to play piano on his album," which he did. And apparently, he was pretty good. Um, Niels Lofgren is another guy who I've got an album of that I want to play. I've got the Cry Tough album. If anyone knows that, please put a little like in the comment below because I want to be playing some songs from that. It's a brilliant album. And that's about 4 or 5 years later, I think, from here. Niels Lofgren, great. And of course, went on to become a sideman with Bruce Springsteen, didn't he? As well as doing his own solo career. Um, what a song. I love this song. But the whole album is really, really good and probably overshadowed a little by Harvest, the album to come, which of course was a absolute international mega seller and is probably Neil's best performing album ever. But this has so much personality, and the songs. What do you? I mean, you got um, Southern Man, of course. Only Love Can Break Your Heart. The title track after the Gold Rush is gorgeous. Um, Don't Let It Bring You Down, which is the subject of my favourite piece of in concert humour on Four Way Street, the live double Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young album, where Neil sings "Don't Let It Bring You Down" and introduces it by saying, "Here's a song that's guaranteed to bring you down. It's called Don't Let It Bring You Down." It sort of starts off real slow and then fizzles out altogether. I love that line. And he played it beautifully, just solo on acoustic guitar. So there are also some songs there that we can play on the channel as well. We can take some of those cuts from Four Way Street and have a bit of a good time there. So yes, I'm afraid there's going to be some CSN and Y coming your way on the channel. I hope that's going to be okay. Please let me know. I really would like to see some comments below, some feedback. Let me know what you think of this song and what you'd like me to do of Neil Young songs in the future. If you're new to the channel, take a look at all of our playlists linked below. We've done about 150 odd songs, and it would be nice for you to have a little look and see if there's anything that you like and take a listen. And perhaps subscribe to the channel. Give us a like. But I think we'll call it a day there. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to this particular song with me. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Have You Heard, which will be out very, very soon. But until then, cheers, everybody.